Hey friend. So listen y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. Baby, when you think about a superwoman, when I think about a superwoman, baby, I count me twice today. You and me? Listen, so yesterday I had chemo. Now, y'all ain't seen me for a whole week because last week when I had chemo, I had the 3-piece with a biscuit on the side, and I done told y'all how they make me feel. Baby, I was down, okay? Monday, I was down. I called off from work because I was not feeling good at all. Tuesday, I was down. Wednesday, I felt a tad bit better, but I was not 100%. Thursday, I felt a little bit more like myself. And yesterday, I felt like I could rule the world, okay? So yesterday, I had my Taxol. And after I left for my chemotherapy, I came home. I said I was going to take a nap for a little bit, and then I was going to go wash clothes. Came home. I couldn't even take no nap. I tried. I was like, no, I'm finna go wash clothes. Got out here in this hot sun, okay, to go wash clothes. Came back from washing clothes. What I did after I did that, I had to take my son to work. He was late to work because he did not have any work uniforms, and he went with me to wash clothes. So, took my son to work, and then I had to go pick him up last night from work. Today. Oh, wait, before that. Came home. Looked in the mirror. I took my wig off yesterday. Baby, I went to my chemo appointment yesterday. If y'all seen the video, y'all knew I wasn't feeling it. Any other day I go to chemo, I be cute. But yesterday, I was just like, I'm so over it. I wanted to snatch that wig off. Sis' head was hot. And this side was coming up. This side was coming up. And I ain't trying to make no adjustments. I went in there just like this. Came home after taking my son to work. Hopped in the shower. Snatched that wig off. And I wash my head because it be sweaty. I told y'all ever since I've been doing chemo, I be hot. Ever since maybe like 2 weeks ago, I've been having hot flashes. Sis ain't had no cycle. Sis is menopause. And when I tell y'all sis be hot, my head was spotty. Y'all seen my head. It was spotty. It be sweaty. My back be sweating. I wake up in the middle of the night in a pool of sweat. Have to go take a shower. So it had to go. It had to go. It had to go. And I couldn't walk around here with the spotted head like that because I got kids, and my kids ain't finna be embarrassed because their mama is out here a whole cancer patient, which ain't nobody business, but her head spotty. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that, okay? So, after I got out the shower, when I was washing my hair, it was still, the little bit that I did have, it was still coming out, but the front part, like right here, was coming out. But it wasn't coming out enough. Like, I couldn't just pull it and snatch it out. But the back, I was able to pull it and it was coming out. So, I said, you know what? I'm finna just shave this. I'm finna just shave it. It's already a big bald spot in the back. I'm already walking around looking like Cynthia. I'm finna shave it off. Pull my clippers out, honey. And, baby, when I tell you, it's light up here. It's light-skinned up here because I ain't never not had no hair. Ever. Okay, except for when I cut my hair back in 2019, and it went like this. Yeah, I had cut it in a little style, but it went like this. I ain't never been skint on my head. Okay, never. Scalp ain't never seen the sun, except for when you had some braids in the parts. But scalp like this ain't never seen the sun. When I tell y'all, it was the most exhilarating feeling ever. Like, I love it. I love it. Like, woo, baby. One of my little breast cancer girlies over on Facebook, she wrote me last week and was like, I see your hair coming out. How you feel? I was like, girl, like nothing, because if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to throw a wig on. But, baby, how I feel right now, after my breast cancer journey, baby, I might wear my hair like this for a little bit because I feel so free. And when I cut my hair back in 2019, I felt free. I felt so free. And then I started wearing it in like a little cut, a little style or whatever. But I felt so free. But I ain't feel like this free. Like, baby, this got me feeling like I'm a grown woman. You hear me? I feel like I'm a grown woman. And that's how I feel. And I am. I am. But I think like this make me feel so grown. Like, I just feel grown. I feel free. I feel like cancer sucks. It sucks in every sense of the word. When you're going into it, you're not expecting it. It's not something that's expected. Obviously, when you come out of it, you're not going to be the same person that you were before, okay? Sis got a bald head. Sis going to have some bald head titties. Yeah, I'm going to have some titties with no nipples. But the glory. I thank God that I'm able to go through this journey and just gracefully accept everything that has come my way on my good days, y'all, on my bad days. When I initially found out that I had breast cancer, it was already lingering. I gave y'all the backstory about how I was went to the hospital back in October. It was not fully confirmed until January 8th of this year. And when I was initially given the news, I was quiet. And I remember the lady asked me, like, are you okay? And I shed a tear too. And I got in the car because I didn't tell anybody that I went up to the place, the nonprofit organization who had been paying for me to get my biopsy done. And so when I get in the car and I'm on my way home and my boyfriend called me on the phone, I didn't tell him I was going up there, but he called me on the phone. He was like, what you doing? And I was like, nothing. And he was like, I know you ain't crying. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, why? What's wrong? And I was like, I have cancer. And it caught him off guard. And of course, he was trying to be strong for me. So he was like, but that ain't nothing to cry about. Like, what they said, what they told you had, what they said. They're going to give you a plan. You're going to be okay. And then we got off the phone. And he, off the phone with me for 5 minutes, called me right back. Told me he had to do his little research. But more of the story is, I was not prepared for it. When I had to tell my kids that I had breast cancer, my oldest son looked at me and his eyes welled up and he was just like, I don't know how to feel about that. And I was like, well, it's gonna be okay. Don't cry. You're gonna make me want to cry. We ain't doing that. When I told my youngest son, he said, Mommy, you lying. I said, no, I'm serious. I guess he thought I was lying because I would laugh. And I was like, no, I'm serious. But that was like my defense mechanism, because who want to tell their kids that they got breast cancer? Like, nobody wants to tell their children that. And so as I've encountered it, I have rolled with the punches. Very optimistic. Them 2 days that I cried, it was what it was. And what really kind of made me sad, like back in October, it was almost like I was mourning over the fact, because everything was pointing towards breast cancer with every symptom that I was having. And I sat in the middle of my bed and I began to cry, because not about the cancer. I was like, I can't die and both of my children are not adults. I cannot die and not see my children succeed in life. Like, me and my oldest son, that's my son brother. Like, I had my son at 14 years old. I am all he know. He is all I know. Like, I can't leave. I had my second baby at 19 years old. I am all that he know. Like, I cannot leave here and leave my children here. And so that saddened me. But baby, I had to pull myself up out of it, honey, because that's a no-go. That's the enemy. But I just want to say, it's so graceful. I'm encountering it so gracefully. I'm so optimistic. I love my oncologist, my breast surgeon, everybody that I've come in contact with throughout this breast cancer journey. They have been more than wonderful to me. My support system is more than wonderful. My boyfriend, that man gonna show up at every single doctor's appointment. I love him, okay? I loved him before that, but I love him. Like, every hardship that I have encountered in my life, from meeting him, he has been there for me. Even when I did not know this man. I met this man, my son was 1 year old, in diapers. My friend used to keep him. My friend loved my baby, Jesus. She used to keep him. That man started keeping my baby. He had no kid. Like, has always been there for me. Every bad decision that I've made, every good decision that I made, everything he taught me not to do that I did, he has been there for me. So it means a lot to me that he has gone through this with me. My mood swings, me telling him, I'm the one that got cancer, you don't have cancer. Like, he has been there for me, and I appreciate him for that. I love him for that. And I had to give him a little big shout out. My family, I appreciate them. I love them. I accept all the prayers. My auntie, I accept all the prayers. My auntie told me yesterday, hold on, I gotta go, give me a second. My auntie told me yesterday that I have literally embarrassed the journey. Y'all know I used to do Walking on Righteousness daily for my Bible study. She said, you're literally walking righteously. When I tell my cousin Jazz that call and text and check up on me, like, I love y'all. But I wanted to come on here and say, baby, when I count Superwoman, I count me twice. Y'all, I pushed a car today. I drove backwards. I drove in reverse all the way home today. I did all that, and I just had chemo yesterday. I love y'all.